Good morning, everybody. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something that I think a lot of you need to hear, right? A lot of people on this channel are between, honestly, like 16 to 25 years old, 99% male. So for the 1% women that watch this, thank you. I appreciate it. But guys, there's a reason why Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Ty Lopez, the list goes on and on and on and on. There's a reason why these guys worth hundreds of millions to billions of dollars all started in sales or all heavily involved themselves in sales. Even Elon was hammering phone calls at one point in Tesla's journey. There's a reason all of them push or advocate for young people starting in sales. And in this video, I just want to go through a couple of reasons to give you guys an idea of not necessarily you need to make money with this skill. Like this is the one skill to make money. That's not what I'm saying. But I want you to understand, no matter what you're in, no matter what avenue, agency, e-com, doesn't matter, why you need to master and hone in on your own sales skill and why it is so important and why eventually it creates more millionaires than any other skill on earth. The funny thing about all of these guys, the billionaires that I listed, they all started in like the most difficult kind of sales there is, door to door, kind of just beating your face in, like not fun, like hammering phones. And today, obviously there are sales opportunities that are a walk in the park. Like we have 19-year-old kids making $30K a month selling courses and slinging info, right? That's like unheard of. It's really kind of nuts. But there are three main reasons why I think if you start in sales or if you have mastered that skill of sales, no matter what arena you're in, you are very likely to accrue massive wealth in your life. And you're way more likely to have quick success in business and keep that success and actually sustain it going. Reason number one is just earning potential. Like at the end of the day, if you are better at sales, you will make more money. It is how all commerce works, okay? Even if I have an agency, how do I get my clients? Sales. Even if I have an e-com brand, how do I establish relationships with outlets or with manufacturers or with different suppliers or whoever? Sales. Even if I run a in-person business, let's say I run a hedge fund, you know how I get business? Sales. My personal connection to this wealthy person trusting me with their capital to go invest it. Every single industry at a fundamental level is sales. You're always selling something. Time, service, attention, outcome. You're selling something. Salespeople, for lack of a better word, make more money than anyone on this planet. And it's because they are simply better at the skill of maximizing how much money they get from a thing. So, like I said in the examples, the better you are, the more money you make. And like, especially right now in the info product space and this like B2C coaching consulting wave that has just taken this industry by storm, people are making so much money. Like guys, this is not a plug, but like we have 19, 20, 21-year-old kids that are making $15, $20, $30, $35,000 a month, which is crazy. A couple years ago, if you wanted to make that much money, you had to go to college, you had to go get a 4-year degree, you had to go maybe probably get a master's, then you had to go do some time in the workforce, and you had to do all this then to get your shot when you're 30, okay? And sales, a skill in itself, is allowing people to cheat that system. It's allowing people to jump out of the path in which you're supposed to follow, because sales at a fundamental level is the most rational deal of all time. For example, if I'm a salesperson for a company, even if I'm selling for myself, I am doing the best trade-off of all time. I have the best offer ever to sell to you. Hey, business owner, I will make you more money. You pay me a percentage of what I make you. You don't have any upfront risk, maybe like giving me leads and stuff, but you have no upfront risk. I will make you more money than this guy would have made you. Best deal of all time for the business and for you. That's why it's so beautiful, right? If you look at like an agency or you look at any of these other popular things, like they can work, right? But the problem is someone's getting fucked. Like someone is always getting fucked in that equation. I've worked with a lot of agencies. I ran my agency myself to 100K, and I will never work with an agency. Like all of my team is in-house for a reason, because agencies don't care about you. They don't care about your results. They care about them and their little MRR to try to make money for the next month. It's just not beneficial for both sides, right? Drop shipping. Customer usually gets fucked. Let's face it, right? You build a good brand, a good product, that's cool. But like if you're drop shipping some cheap stuff, the customer's probably getting fucked. There's always a loser, but in sales, there is no loser. It's winning all across the board. The business owner wins, you win, and your prospect, if you sell a good offer, they win. Everyone wins, everyone's happy. And that just makes everything so much easier, because if everyone wins, everyone is always in a good mood, and the good vibes and the energy and the cash just flows, opposed to someone is getting the short end of the stick. And right now in our sales space, in this info product space, there's such a shortage of good closers and good setters that not only is this industry great to be in, and it's a great skill to learn, but it is so much in demand that you don't even have to be that good because people need what you do. It's like, imagine everyone got sick and there was a shortage of doctors. Doctors would be invaluable. Well, that's how good salespeople are right now. Reason number 2, and this is a really big one, is you're rubbing shoulders with great people. If you are in sales or you master your sales skill, you're always going to be better at networking and building relationships than other people will be. And because of that, you're going to be able to learn and you're going to be able to pick things up much faster than someone that doesn't have that skill or isn't in that space. So I'll use me as an example, right? Some kid gets in our program. He does good. I give him a shot to work on my team. He gains my trust. We become friends, which has happened several times. All my team, they came from that way. That kid is now in my circle. He's now a trusted person in my immediate circle, my immediate team. You think he's going to learn a lot of things about business? You think he's going to learn a lot of things about life, about how to operate in your early 20s with a lot of money? Yeah, 100%. Or if I were to go work with someone like Iman, or if I was going to work with someone like Tai Lopez, you will learn a lot. And that's like the hidden benefit of this game is you work with these people. You're the most valuable asset on their team as a salesperson, which means they give you the most trust and they have the most faith and love for you. So if you can do really good at that job, you are basically just like padding your stats of networking and relationship level to get in with them and to learn from them. That's why salespeople go and become the best info product owners. Guys, I launched Closer Cartel after being a sales rep for info product companies, after running funnels for info product companies, and we made $800,000 in our first 6 months. That's unheard of. Think back to all the people you guys know that sell courses or they launch their own product or their own program or anything. Those numbers don't happen a lot. And there's a reason for that. It wasn't because I had the best personal brand. I still have a small personal brand by scale. It's because I had already learned from great businesses. I learned exactly how to build your team, run offers, build funnels, marketing, pre-call stuff, obviously the sales stuff. I knew everything going in so that when we launched and we decided, hey, we're going to do this for real and we're going to bring this to the market, it blew up. It's because I had already been in with great people that were doing it. Proximity with great people in business is invaluable. That's why I spend so much money on masterminds. And I think networking is a sham. Like obviously there's videos about that on my channel, but like spending money to get around people, if you know you have the skill to like make the most of it, is the most valuable thing you can invest in. It's more valuable than stocks, crypto, anything. That's the number one thing. And becoming a salesperson or mastering your sales skill will put you in proximity with the best people. And I think the final reason to kind of summarize this up is if you master sales, everything else is easy. Sales is like, imagine your skills in business are a big pyramid. Sales is the bottom of that pyramid. It's the base, right? What is marketing? Sales to many. What is copywriting? Sales with words. What is hiring? Sales with people. Like, hey, I want you to come work for me. Here's why. Here's my offer. That is sales. You're basically pitching them to work with you. Everything is sales. And sales is the fundamental level. So if you master the fundamental, everything else comes easy. That's why I picked up marketing so fast. I'm not a copywriter. I can write amazing copy because I know sales. I know psychology. I know what makes people buy. I know what makes people think. I know how to trigger emotion. Like these are all real tangible skills that come off of a fundamental level of sales. So if you want to become a millionaire, why not learn the most valuable skill in the world and try to get as good as you possibly can at that skill? It blows my mind that some people don't see it that way. Sales is the backbone of every business. It's the backbone of every skill. It's the oldest skill in the world. Some people say prostitution is. No, they were selling their services. Sales is the oldest skill in the world for a reason. That's why now I don't talk about it too much, but guys, I own at this point 3 software companies. We just started a new one and the other 2 are kind of relaunching because I had to learn a lot. But I don't know anything about coding. I don't know the first thing about writing code, Java, I don't know, but I know sales. So I can just go find a dev. They can build the product that I know we need. That's just common sense, creativity. But then I can take that product and I can sling it to the market because I know how it works. I know how to sell things. I know how to sell things on the internet. I know how to sell things to people. I know how to sell myself to relationships and business partners and connections and whatever. Like it's so easy to actually make things happen in the business world if you're good at sales. And all that time you spend as a sales rep, you're going to learn how the companies work, how they hire, how their teams are structured, what their leadership looks like, how their offers are made, what their marketing looks like, how they create their copy, how they think of a launch or an offer. Like every single part of creating a big, successful company in software or info or agency or consulting or whatever it is sales. And you're going to learn all of it by being in the trenches of that. Like you can't learn all this from YouTube. There's things that you can't learn from just free videos. You can learn maybe how to handle an objection, but you can't learn by being in the room with people that are killing it, making millions of dollars. Like some of our students are on offers where like the offer itself is doing like $500, $600, $700,000 a month. That's crazy. You think these kids are not learning how to do that by being the sales rep there? Of course they are. But that's kind of the hidden thing and why it's so valuable and why I think if you want to become a millionaire, this is your surest bet. And obviously sales is not the end goal, guys. I don't want you to be a sales rep forever. I couldn't anymore. I wanted to do more. I wanted to have a bigger impact. I wanted to make more money. But what sales did do for me was it got me out of being on welfare. It got me out of being in Ohio. It got me money in my bank account. I was able to take care of my mom. I bought my mom a car when her car broke down in like 2020. I was able to move to Miami and not worry about paying my rent because I will never go broke now because I have this skill. Like I'm taking these sales calls for fun and to make videos for you guys. I'm closing 90% on my last like 4 or 5 sales calls. I will never go broke ever again in my life. I'll simply go find an offer that's 10 grand that is in demand. I will call the business owner, yo, I'm the best. I need to sell. Let me on your offer. They're going to say yes because my sales skill, and I'll make $1,000 per closed deal. I'll close a couple of those a day. I'm still making 30, 50K a month. Like that's real. I will never go broke again. So for all of you guys that want to become successful and you want to make a lot of money and you want to do this thing the right way, I think sales is the most fundamental, basic, but valuable skill that you can learn and that you can push your attention and your focus into. Even if you're not going to be a sales rep, even if that's not the first step of you wanting to make money, if you're going to do the agency, you're going to do something else, you need to learn and you need to master sales. If you don't believe me, go look at Cuban, Bezos, all these guys, 8, 9-figure guys, talk about what they would do if they were starting over or their advice to young people that want to get into business and want to make it big. It's always, always, always sales. And there's a reason for that. Anytime one of my friends has a friend that they want to help make money and get out of like normie life, it's sales. They put them in our program, it's sales. Anytime a connection of ours needs to make money, we put them in sales. There's a reason we don't tell them to start an agency, e-com, whatever. We tell them to start with the most fundamental, basic building block of business that you still print money on and go from there. And then when you're done, make a couple $100K. Okay, I'm good, I'm done being a sales rep. That's fine. Go do something else with your new knowledge, your newfound capital, your newfound experience, and your new skill. Now you can do it the right way. You're not some brand new beginner kid that's trying to go make it and build some super agency when you don't even know how to take a sales call. You know what I mean? It's like backwards thinking. So if you're a beginner, guys, or even if you're doing something else, I highly encourage you to master your sales skill as best as you can. I think it is the most valuable skill on earth. And if I was on my deathbed and I had a son and I was like, hey, here's my one piece of advice to make money, I'd be like, go learn sales, go get a sales job with somebody you look up to and respect, like one of these info guys, one of these gurus that you actually respect. Go learn everything you can from them. Work your ass off for a couple years, stack a couple $100,000, and then either join them in a more serious like manner or go build your own thing. And then you are going to be set for life. So love you guys. Let me know what you think about this style of video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.